See the sequence everywhere is coming, and this inequality is also everywhere we are going to use. Inequality, no formulas in inequality. So what is the inequality? See is for fifth topic everyone see. For 10th class we read the what is the in 10th class we have to read the inequality equations, not read in the 10th class. So one time we can see the topic number is the fifth topic. Wait 1 minute. Principle of mathematical induction, complex numbers. For linear inequalities. Okay. Linear inequalities. Everyone put the heading is linear inequalities. Linear inequalities. Everyone put the heading is linear inequalities. Right. This is the most useful for other topics. When we are going to do the other topic, this is the most useful with no formulas in this one. No formulas in this one. Everyone observe no formula in this one. But 6 rules is there. You can read that rules means we can do the exercise yourself only. We can read the rules mean we can do problems yourself only. Okay na? So I will explain 6 rules is today, and I will start the exercise also today if you have time means. Okay na? Right, everyone see the first one. 10th class we read the linear equation. What is the meaning of linear equation? Mean the x power is 1. The power of x is, degree of x is 1. That equations are called a linear equation. In 10th class we read. In 10th class we read the linear equations. Linear equations. What is the linear equation means is equal to 0. Therefore, in 10th class, we read 2x plus 5 is equal to 0. X power is 1. X power is 1. Right. For material on this chapter. No material for this chapter, Amma. So, no objective. That's why no material for this one. Okay, na? Right. So, linear equation 2x plus 5. Okay, na? So, we can, its highest power of x is the 1. Highest power of x is the 1. Therefore, that is called as a linear equation. From this one, we are going to find the x value. So, x is equal to minus 5 by 2. So, 3x minus 7, 9 is equal to 0. Another linear equation, we can find x is equal to 9 by 3. Answer is the 3, we can write. So, the highest power of x is the 1. That equation is called as a linear equation. In 10th class, we read inequality. This is the equal. This is the equality. Equal to 0, equal to 0, equal to 0, equal to 0. Inequality. What is the symbols of the inequality? Signs of inequalities. 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 Signs of inequalities. So inequality signs are, this is the less than. Sir, how can you remember less than, greater than, sir? Mouth is open. That is the mouth is open. That is the greater. Mouth is open. That is the greater. This side is the greater. This side is the smaller. Mouth is closed. That side is the smaller. Mouth is open, that side is the greater. Okay, na? Mouth is. So this is called less than. So this is the name is less than. Less than. So less than is the mouth is closed. Mouth is closed. Okay, na? This is called less than or equal. This is called less than or equal. In this one, any one is applicable. Either it will become as a less than or it is become as a equal. Any one. In this one, any one we can take. So कोई तो एक होता, कोई तो दो नहीं होते, एक ही होता. So that is a less than one or equal. Any one. So this is a less than or equal, less than or equal, anyone, either less than or greater than. You should be remembered. Mouth is closed, that is the less than. Mouth is open, that is the greater than. See, this symbol is greater than. This is the greater than. Open side is the greater number, closed side is the less number. So less, greater than or equal. Anyone already will tell anyone. So either greater than or equal. 2 is given anyone. Okay, na? Either greater than or equal. So anyone, in this one, greater than or equal, anyone, you should be remembered. Okay, na? Right, these are the inequality symbols. Inequalities are two types. So I will write inequalities are two types. So inequalities I will write here. Inequalities are two types. One is so strict inequality. One is strict inequality. Another one is slack inequality. Inequalities are two types. One is, so inequalities are two types. One is the strict inequality. Another one is the slack inequality. Strict inequality means, strictly means one condition. Either greater than or less than, only one condition. Slack inequality are the two conditions, less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Two conditions. That is the slack inequality. Strictly inequality means 2x plus 1 greater than 0 or 2x minus 3 less than 0, one inequality. So here is 2x plus 5 less than or equal to 0, 3x minus 7 greater than or equal to 0. These are the examples. So slack inequality are the two conditions. Strict inequality is the only one condition. Strictly inequality means strict, only one condition. Slack means so two conditions. That is the slack inequality. Okay, na? Everyone clear? Right. I go through the rule number 1. 6 rules is there. In 6 rules, carefully we can observe me. Problems is the very simple. Very simple. Problems is the very simple. In this topic, no objective, but these all conditions are using for other topics. Okay, na? So for that purpose, no use of this one. Only using this topic is the other condition. Mainly we can use in the functions and other problems. We are going to use more concepts. Okay, na? So we can write rules in fail. Yes, rules should be right in fail only. Right. Right, everyone see rule number 1. Rule number 1. First write down the rule number 1. We can add or subtract. We can add or subtract. We can add or subtract We can add or subtract from both sides of an equation of both sides of in equation in equation in equation no change in no change in inequality, no change in inequality, no change in inequality, inequality, no change in inequality. This is the rule number one. Everyone see rule number one is, so adding or subtracting on both sides without loss, on both sides of the inequality. What rules, sir? These are the inequality rules. Rule number one. We can add inequality rules. Everyone see, we can add, subtract both sides. No change in inequality. Less than, greater than, never be changed. Less than, greater than, never be changed. Everyone remember. I will do the example. We can see 10 is greater than 5. Closed side is the smaller, greater. Open side is the greater number. Always open side is the greater number. This is the open mouth. Open mouth is the greater number. Closed mouth side is the less number. We can add, we can subtract any number. The inequality never be changed. Same greater than is the same greater than. See, I will add 2 on both sides. Example number 1. I will add 2 on both sides. 10 plus 2 greater than 5 plus 2. 12 is greater than 7 is correct. 12 is greater than 7. 12 is greater than 7 is subtract. So never be changed. See the subtract. 10 minus 7 is greater than 5 minus 7. 5 minus 7. 10 minus 7 is the 2 greater than minus 10 minus 7 is the 3. 3 greater than minus 7. Positive value always greater than the negative value. Positive value always greater than the negative value. Take one more. 10 minus 15 is greater than 5 minus 15. Minus 5 greater than minus 10. Minus 5 greater than minus 10. So we draw the figure. So minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10. See, minus 10, minus 10, minus 5. Right side is the smaller, left side is the right side is the greater, left side is the smaller. Left side value always smaller in negative. Left side value, sorry, your video is trucking. My video is trucking. Now see, Saujanya CMA now. Anybody tell me my video is trucking? Now clear, sir. Right now clear. Okay. Now clear na? Okay. That is the internet problem, up and down. Yes, sir. But now clear, sir. Okay. Okay, Preeti. That is a small internet problem. Now it is clear na? Share material in groups, sir. Okay. Right, Siri. So always you should be remembered. So negative values, left side is the smaller, right side is the greater. So left side is the, so minus 10, minus 5. Minus 10 is the left side, minus 10 is the left side, minus 5 is the right side. Left side is always smaller. So minus 5 minus 6 we can see. Minus 5 minus 6. Minus 6 is the left side. Minus 5 is the right side. Therefore minus 6 is the lesser than minus 5. Okay, now negative value always. So left side is the smaller than the right side. So minus 10 is the left side and minus 5 is the right side. Minus 10 is the lesser than minus 5. Therefore minus 5 is greater than minus 10 is the correct one. Okay, na? So therefore, what is the rule number 1 in inequality? Understood, sir. Okay. Rule number, everyone point you have to remember. Left side is smaller, right side is greater. In negatives, you should be remember. In negative values, left side is the smaller, right side is the greater. In negative values, not in the positive values. Positive values don't take, negative values only. For negative values, this is a minus 10, negative value, minus 9, negative value, minus 8, negative values, for only negative values. For only negative values, okay na? For only negative values, left side is the smaller than the right side value, okay na? Right, in negative values, reverse positive, right, okay na? Therefore, inequality, everyone add by adding, subtraction, any number, any inequality sign greater than or less than, the value never be changed. The sign never inequality, no change in inequality, greater than never be changed, same position. You take one more example is 2. So 5 is less than 7. 5 is less than 9. I add any one number. So 5 plus 3 is less than 9 plus 3. So 8 is less than 12. Correct one. By adding 3 on both sides, the inequality is the correct. No change of the inequality. So 8 is less than 12 is the correct. Now subtract any number. 5 minus 2 is greater than 9 minus 2. 3 is greater than 7. 3 is less than. 3 is less than 7 is correct. Inequality never be changed. Add 5 minus 7 is less than 9 minus 7 minus 2 less than 2. Always negative value is less than positive value is correct. Inequality no change. Okay na? Inequality no change. Rule number 1, by adding, subtraction on both sides of the inequality never be changed. Never be changed. This point is understand na? Rule number 1. Anyone have the doubt on rule number 1? Anyone have the doubt in rule number 1? Anyone? No doubt, sir. Afzal is given, no doubt. So by adding on both sides, no doubt. Full clear, sir. Okay, Amresh. Full clear. Okay, anybody? No doubt, sir. Amresh. Okay. No doubt. Preeti, no doubt. Okay, clear now, everyone? Right. See, rule number 2. I will write the rule number 2. Everyone, rule number 1 is clear. By adding, by subtraction on both sides. So the inequality, no change of inequality. This is the most important point. No change of inequality. Okay, na? Even multiply. Next rule by 1. Immediately jump means how it is. So first 1 by 1 rule. Why you are putting the rules? Rule number 2. First we can see the rule number 2. We can multiply and divide by positive number on both sides. Rule number 2, right? We can multiply or divide. We can multiply. We can multiply or divide. By positive number of both sides of an equation of multiply or divide by positive number, by positive number to both sides, positive number on both sides, on both sides, on both sides of inequality, on both sides of inequality, on both sides of inequality, inequality, no change of, no change in inequality, no change in inequality here also. So positive number, underline, multiply, divide by positive number, no change of inequality. Negative numbers are, we can see next rule number 3. So example number 1 we can take, example number we can take, example number 1. So example number 1, 10 is less than 16, 10 is less than 16, sorry, 10 is less than 19, 10 is less than 19, is it correct? Multiply any number, divide any number, the inequality never will change, we get the same. 10 is less than 19, we get the same. See, multiply with 10 into 2, 19 into 2. So 20 is less than 38, correct? 20 is less than 38, correct? Here 10 is less than 19, 20 is less than 38 is correct. Divide 10 by 2 is less than 19 by 2. 10 by 2 is the 5. Less than 19 by 2 is, 19 by 2 is 8 point. 8 point. Okay, na? So 8 means 9, sorry, 9.5, 9.5. So 5 is less than 9.5 is correct. 5 is less than 9.5. Is it correct? Yes. 5 is less than 9.5 is the correct. Inequality is correct. Inequality is correct. By multiplication, we get the same inequality less than. By division, we get the same inequality less than. Okay, na? Right. So here is, we take greater than. 7 is greater than 4. 7 is greater than 5. I will write 7 is greater than 5. Multiply any number. Multiply any number. Multiply any number. 3, I will multiply 3. 3 into 7 into 3. 7 into 3. 5 into 3. 21 is greater than 15 is correct. So 7 is greater than 5 correct. By the multiplication, 21 is greater than 15 also correct. Inequality is the same. Divide with any number. 7 by 2 is greater than 5 by 2. See, 7 by 2 is the 3.5 is greater than 2.5. This is also correct equality. Inequality never will change. By the multiplication with the positive number, by on both sides, inequality. Now, why not minus divisions are? Minus I didn't tell. Minus I didn't. Minus numbers also you can take. Minus numbers also you can take. Minus 5 is greater than minus 10. Minus 5 is greater than minus 10. Okay, na? Minus 5 is greater than minus 10. Divide with 2. Minus is greater than minus 5 by 2. So minus 2.5 greater than minus 5. Okay, na? So bigger number is the smaller than the smaller number. Okay, na? So minus 2.5 is the greater than minus 5. Is it correct? You can take multiply. You can take multiply. Minus 5 multiply with 3 and minus 10 multiply with 3. Minus 15 left side, minus 10 right side. Therefore, minus 15 is greater than minus 30 is correct. Divide, multiply, only positive number. Now I will come one by one rule. We are going to the rules now. One by one. Immediately you tell me, so we can't understand now. Rule one by one we are coming. Write down the rule number 3. Rule number 3. Everyone come, rule number 3. Right, rule number 3. We can multiply or divide by negative number. Negative number. We can multiply or divide by negative number on both sides. So, of inequality, change in inequality, change in inequality, change in inequality. This is the most important point. By the multiplication of negative number or division, change in inequality, change in inequality. Yes, all are applicable for slack inequalities also. All are applicable for slack inequalities also. Right, put in the box, change in inequality. See, change in inequality. Is all are applicable for, yes. Inequality, slack means two conditions, any one is applicable. Any one is applicable. Applicable, na? Less than is applicable, greater than is applicable. Okay, na? Any one, not both. Any one is applicable. Right. Everyone come to the change in inequality by the multiplication of negative number. So on both sides, change of inequality, change of inequality, change of inequality. Right. See, take one example. Example number 1. See, 10 is greater than 5. I will take. Multiply with the negative number minus negative number. I am multiplying with minus 3. Minus 30 is greater than minus 15 is wrong. Minus 30 is greater than minus 15 is wrong. See, minus 15, minus 20, minus 25, minus 30 is the negative side, left side. Minus 15 is the right side, minus 30 is the left side. Minus 30 is greater than 15 is the wrong. Inequality will be changes. Inequality will be changes. By the multiplication of negative, inequality changes. See, 15 is the right, minus 15 is the right side, minus 30 is the left side. Greater negative value is the smaller than the less negative number. Greater, minus 30 is the greater than 30 is the greater than 15. Greater negative value is the less than smaller negative value. Okay, na? Right, one more check. Divide 10 divided with minus 2. 10 divided 5 divided with minus 2. What happens? You can see. So 10 is the minus 5. Okay, now 10 is the minus 5. This is the 2.5. So minus 5 is the greater than, 2.5 is the wrong. So less than, minus 5 is the less than, minus 2.5. Minus 5 is the less than, minus 2.5 is smaller number, and this is the greater number. Greater number of negative is the less than the smaller number of negative number. Okay, now? See, here is minus 2, minus 2.5, minus 2.5, minus 1, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. So this is the left side, this is the right side. This is the left side, this is the right side. The right side is the smaller than the left side is the smaller than the right side. Left side is the smaller than the right side. Okay, clear everyone? Right. So everyone note down this one. Multiply and divide by the negative number. Right, Amresh. multiply and divide by negative number, the inequality will be changes. By adding positive number, by adding negative number, inequality never be changed. So next, by multiplying with the positive number, inequality never be changed. By the multiplication of negative number or division by negative number, inequality will be changes. This is the wrong here. So minus 30 is smaller than the minus 15. Greater than will be changes. Inequality will be changes. This concept is understand everyone? This concept is understand? Everyone understand this concept? Clear, sir? Yes, sir. Very good. Very good. Can I go through the rule number 4? Yes, sir. Right. Right. Time up. Can I go through the rule number 4? Right. Rule number 4 you can see. Everyone see the rule number 4? Write down the rule number 4. When removing the negative sign on both sides, inequality changes. When removing the negative sign, when removing the negative sign on both sides, from both sides of the inequality, both sides of inequality, So change of inequality. Put in the box. Change of inequality. Check the example you can take. You can take another example so you can be practice. We can understand. Very easily understand. Okay, na? Right. See the example. So both sides removed. Minus 10 is smaller than minus 5. Example 1. Removing the minus on both sides. How can you remove? By the multiplication of minus on both sides. Multiply with the minus. Multiply by minus.